Thank you, Jennifer. And thank you, everyone. I have joined you all tonight because I have always had aspirations to serve my country, and GLAD is helping me fight for the right to do so. I grew up in northern New Jersey with my mom, my dad, and my 2 older brothers. And growing up, I always thought of myself as another one of the guys. I camped with the Boy Scouts, and I played outside in the mud. And when it was too hot outside and my brothers took off their shirts, I took mine off too. Honestly, I did not understand why my mom would yell at me, and she did. Honestly, I was just one of the guys. When I got into high school, I joined my school's GSA. At the very first meeting I attended, they were discussing what it meant to be transgender, and to me, it was almost like a sign. I finally had a way to describe to myself who I was and a way to show others who I was. Through coming out in the second half of my freshman year, I gained self-confidence and determination that I had never experienced before. Joining the military has been my dream since I was in the 6th grade. I have always wanted to give back and protect a country that has given me so much. When I used to be out with my family, my parents always really stressed thanking service members in uniform, and it always really resonated with me. Throughout high school, I prioritized physical fitness along with my studies to be as prepared as I possibly could for ROTC and my military career. In June of 2016, when the Secretary of Defense, Ashton Carter, announced that transgender members of the armed service could serve openly, I was ecstatic. I could finally fulfill my dream while staying true to myself. When it came time to think about college, I applied only to schools with an Army Reserves Officer Training Corps program. I decided to attend the University of New Haven in Connecticut. I signed up for ROTC and got housing in an ROTC dorm. I was excited to take on these next serious steps towards achieving my goal and my life dream. Then one day in July, just before I was supposed to start my program at UNH, I got a text from my best friend saying that President Trump had just tweeted that transgender people would no longer be allowed to serve. And I honestly did not believe it. I was angry and I was frustrated, and I felt directly targeted. And because of it and the military policy changes that followed, I cannot participate in ROTC. Not because I am not capable or qualified, but entirely because of who I am. And unless these legal efforts to halt President Trump's ban are successful, I won't be able to join the military, fulfill my dream, and serve my country. Everyone at my school and in my dorm has been incredibly supportive, but still, the impact of the ban hit me the first day I tried to participate in the ROTC. I have been able to join the ROTC classes that all UNH students can take, where we learn about the leadership skills and military strategies on paper. But I cannot join in any of the labs that involve field exercises where ROTC cadets put the ideas we learn in class into action. And I am not allowed to participate in the daily ROTC physical training exercises, where so much of the cadet bonding and healthy competitions take place. I still live in ROTC housing with roommates who get to do it all. So in the mornings when my dorm mates head out together to train, I leave by myself and go to the gym. This ban means I miss out on a lot. I cannot compete for ROTC scholarships towards school tuition, and I'll never get the chance to start a military career as a second lieutenant, the reward for hard work put in through the ROTC cadets. And I don't get that feeling I had longed for to be a part of something much bigger than myself. But my passion for the military grows out of a deep-seated belief in fighting not for my own rights, but for the rights of others. So I am standing to fight this ban, not only for my own right to serve, but for the rights of other transgender Americans who are already serving, as well as for those who will come after me. This is not a fight from which I can back down. Too much is at stake, not only for me, but for the community as a whole. I have had a couple of people ask me what I would say to President Trump if I had the chance to talk to them. And honestly, I would tell him to look at me as a human and not as a gender. I would ask him to hear my story. I would ask him to hear my story as a patriotic American citizen and ask him why he thinks I am a burden when I stand physically ready and willing to serve. I'd tell him that in the military, when you put on that uniform, the differences fall away, and what counts is the country and the safety of the citizens. The way I see it, it's not what sex or gender you are that matters. It's your physical and mental toughness, as well as your passion and willingness to serve. Why would we kick out of the military thousands of capable and highly decorated soldiers who every day put their lives on the line for the country just because they're transgender? Why kick out thousands of people who have that passion to serve? A military with brave transgender people serving openly, honestly, and confidently is stronger, not weaker. My parents always taught me to stand up for what I want and what I believe in, and fight for what's right. What I want is to serve my country, and what I believe in is equality and fairness. And that's why, with GLAAD's help and all of your support, I am fighting this ban. Thank you.